Yeah, I thought the better, tougher team won tonight for the last 40 minutes, and disappointed not to build upon our two great games on the West Coast, where we had a lot of production from a lot of people. I didn't think we carried that in after the first quarter, but it was hard. I thought we lost our focus in the second quarter, and that can't happen against a really good Nebraska team. And then you saw the result of the next two quarters. I mean, minus 17 on the glass. That's about as bad as it could possibly get. Their will to win, their heart. I thought you see every team in this league is elite. Every team can play. Every team is going to come out and compete. So for us, it's regrouping quickly and finding the leadership in our locker room to be able to put this together with 4 of our next 5 games against top 40 teams. So every night's going to be a battle.
Please raise your hand for the mic. We'll take questions for the players first. In the back row.
For Shai, obviously tonight you were kind of the main vocal point of the offense. Can you just talk about how much it weighs on you knowing that you kind of have to take charge where it might not be the best night for the rest of your team?
I don't really know how to answer that question. I don't think it really matters. Defensively, we had a lot of mistakes tonight that cost us. Offensively, you're going to struggle, but we can't have both offense struggle and defense struggle, and I think that was the biggest part. I really could care less about my offense.
Yeah, Shai, what was the main focus coming out at halftime tied, and what sort of changed defensively in allowing Nebraska to extend its lead?
We were supposed to come out more aggressive. We did not do that. They hit a lot of threes, shot 57% from 3. Killed us, talked about that, and we just didn't do our job defensively at all.
Thank you. Shai, I can see the frustration after a game like this. You're one of the leaders of this team, but what do you say to your teammates in terms of, the message of not wanting to have results like this the rest of the way?
I think, time is winding down. We got 4 more league games, and then 1 guaranteed Big Ten tournament game, and then, dancing in March, hopefully. So I think we got to make a choice. I think the locker room's full of competitors, so I know we'll respond, but we got to make a choice.
Anything else for the players?
Does anybody have a question for Sailor?
No, we're good.
Okay. Take questions for Coach Frese. Raise your hand for the mic, please. Go ahead.
Yeah, Coach, kind of what was the game plan going in to guard that Nebraska front court? It worked in the first quarter, but what, sort of was a challenge throughout the rest of the 3?
Yeah, like we told him in the locker room, it's really hard when you go in with plan A and you have to go to plan B, and then you go to plan C, and then you go to plan D, and none of them are working. So it was a tough night defensively. I thought our ball screen coverage really impacted us, them getting downhill. I thought they were the more aggressive team. They took us off the bounce. They exposed us. And that's an area that we can, and we've shown in the past that we can guard off the bounce. But I thought their will to win and compete was a lot greater than ours tonight.
Hey, Coach, can you just talk about the lack of consistency, from quarter to quarter, over the last few games and especially tonight?
It rears its ugly head. This is, you can say, could have possibly been coming for us. I mean, we've had quarters like this that we were able to get away with on the road, where these games now come down to playing 40 minutes, and you have to be complete in those 40 minutes. So just understanding that, knowing that being able to get stops on the defensive end, you can always control your defense and your rebounding regardless if your shot's falling. And for us, it's some things that we've got to be able to tighten up in order to be more consistent.
Brenda, just wanted to follow up on kind of what Cheyenne was just saying about kind of making that choice of coming out and playing better. Was that kind of the message to your team after this game tonight? What did you say to them in the locker room after this?
Yeah, well, it's got to start to be a player-led team, and it hasn't been up to this point. So the reality is, this is, we've got a lot of great leaders in our locker room, and I know they're very competitive, and it's a prideful locker room, but we just got embarrassed, and now is the moment of truth of how you're going to respond, and if you're going to be able to propel this to move forward.